Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith. Welcome to our special Labor Day news coverage. For the second year running, Labor Day activities kicked off early this morning with a special tribute to national hero Sam Sharp. His sacrifice as the main instigator of the 1831 slave rebellion was honored with two floral tributes, one at Sam Sharp Square in Montego Bay and the other at the National Heroes Park. Culture Minister Olivia Grange had announced last year that this is to become a staple on the annual Labor Day and Workers' Week calendar. Meanwhile, everyday heroes got their hands dirty at several project sites across the island throughout the day. One of two national projects brought out scores of volunteers to the Cumberland Road Health Center. Our reporter Simone Reed-Hilton visited the site and tells us what took place.
For 48 years, the Cumberland Road Health Center has been catering to the medical needs of the people of Spanish Town, at times up to 100 patients per day. However, today is not the nurses and doctors' day to work, but the volunteers and residents as they give back to their community. Over 100 volunteers were on location, carrying out works such as the construction of a docket room to house patients' information, painting and electrical repairs. Bathroom fixtures and doors were also changed. Prime Minister Andrew Holness and other persons spoke of the importance of the project.
The government has taken steps with the new building codes to ensure that all new buildings, and indeed buildings that are being retrofitted and upgraded, that they must put in place ramps. I have given the directive to the NWA that all the new roads that we are building, where pedestrian access is granted, that ramps are placed there for the disabled community.
We have to ensure that we create the best environment and the best facility for the people we serve.
The Cumberland Road Health Center caters to over 20 communities in Spanish Town. It offers services such as curative, maternal and child health care, with doctors coming in twice per week. Reporting for JIS News, I'm Simone Reed-Hilton.
This year's second National Labor Day project had volunteers making the St. Anne's Bay Infant School more accessible to children with disabilities. It's among 126 schools that will benefit from the installation of wheelchair ramps this financial year under a special $50 million allocation from the government. Two schools in each of the island's 63 constituencies will be retrofitted to improve access by children with disabilities. But it kicked off today at St. Anne's Bay Infant.
For me, words are not enough to say how I am feeling now. One, we have the certification process that we will be going through, and inspection is anytime now, and with this amount of work being done today, then we are well on our way to be certified. And it has been my concern where access in terms of children who have disability, now I can boast that I will now have ramps so my children who are not able to walk to get to their classrooms.
My sons come here and I really appreciate it that he can have a better environment to be in school and can run around and play.
Before giving a helping hand at the National Labor Day projects, the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition also put in work in their respective constituencies. Among his many projects, Prime Minister Andrew Holness supported work at the Caenwood Primary and Junior High School. Meanwhile, Opposition Leader Dr. Peter Phillips helped to install a wheelchair ramp at the Maxfield Primary School.
What we're doing here at this project is to build a ramp so students in wheelchairs or who have other disabilities can get access to the classrooms here, to the guidance department and to the computer room, all of which are on this block.
Our news team was also out capturing the major projects in each parish. Over 63 projects were registered with the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation, chief among them the Holland Village Basic School. When we got there, workers had already removed the roof of the facility, which is getting a complete facelift, so it can reopen after being closed last year, October, due to its deplorable condition.
A number of community members are here today, and they're helping in doing some of the work. And we will be doing painting as well as other works.
The focus on learning institutions continued in St. Thomas, and Lisa Ashman has that story.
In St. Thomas, volunteers came out to ramp up Easington Primary School.
Headed by the Parish Council, Mayor the Councillor, the NWA, Solid Waste, SDC, 4-H clubs, all the clubs in the division, and including all the schools and churches.
In keeping with this year's theme, 2 ramps were constructed to facilitate easy access for persons with disabilities.
I am elated that my school has been selected as a parish project. Currently we have 1 student who is physically challenged. She's not really a wheelchair person. However, this would help her.
Overall, I think it'll be a safer environment for the school and for the students.
Meanwhile, other communities also came out to fix it up this Labor Day. The Hearties Community Center got a fresh coat of paint and residents fixed potholes. In Yalos Gardens, members cleaned up and planted saplings as well as made seats and a play area from tires.
Reporting for JIS News, I'm Lisa Ashman.
Thanks, Lisa. We had another reporter in the eastern end of the island. As you'll see next, she witnessed how the Portland Parish Project will have residents smiling long after Labor Day.
Many residents traveling from as far as St. Thomas use this facility on a daily basis.
Operated under the Portland Health Department, the Catus Blakely Dental Clinic offers several services at no cost to its patients. The clinic also conducts regular outreach programs, and today that goodwill is being repaid.
We are here today to build a ramp, a wheelchair ramp on this facility, so that the physically challenged will have easy access to the facility. We are going to do some painting, as we have already started the painting. We have built some manhole covers.
Some 40 volunteers from the NYS, Health Department, Municipal Corporation and the community came out laboring to ensure the work was completed.
We have like 5 schools in this side, and all the children in school get their teeth clean, taken out by free. Also the adults.
This is Shelley Ann Thompson reporting from Portland for JIS News.
Several other parishes turned their attention to the state of our public healthcare system this Labor Day. In Clarendon, it was the Sandy Bay Health Center, where more than $900,000 was spent to repair the facility that offers prenatal, antenatal and family planning services.
This health facility accommodates a lot of persons, not only from Sandy Bay. Persons come as far as Spanish Town sometimes to this facility. And because it's leaking and the flooring was not all that good and it needs painting, hence this one was chosen.
Inside, the clinic received new ceramic tiles, the leaking roof was fixed, and a general cleanup of the outside was done. A wheelchair ramp was also constructed. The removal of this safety hazard from the front of the Haywood Hall Health Center signaled the start of Labor Day activities at the St. Mary Parish Project.
This health center at the moment has a concrete walkway which has been dilapidated over time. So it is difficult for someone in a wheelchair to access the facility. So we will be repaving that walkway so that it will provide access, wheelchair access to the facility as well.
Residents of all ages came out to clean and beautify the health center. Similar effort was seen in the parishes of Trelawney and St. James. When we showed up at the Type 5 Health Center in downtown Montego Bay, workers were busy prepping for the construction of a reinforced concrete ramp. Men were also cleaning and repainting the facility, and other members of the team were engaged in reinforcing the health center's perimeter wall. Over in Trelawney, members of the parish health team and residents also got hands-on with drain cleaning and bushing of the grounds, along with other beautification activities.
Paving the walkway and areas where we have puddles of water, we are going to be using some gravel to lift those a little higher. We are also going to be paving building ramps.
We now hand over to our team in Manchester to see how that parish observed Labor Day this year.
Right across Manchester, there are a number of Labor Day projects taking place today. We have painting up being done. We have ramps being built right across the parish.
At the center of the extensive work being done in Manchester is what's happening here at the Mandeville Primary and Junior High School.
Seeing that it is strategically located in the town center, we thought it was best to put a ramp here.
We are making sure that we become an institution that will welcome students and members of staff who are, and also parents, who, if they are challenged, physically challenged, to be able to access our classrooms, our staff room, our bathroom facilities, our offices.
I'm Rashina Carty with the Labor Day Wrap from Manchester.
We also had a reporter in St. Catherine, where more than the national project was at hand.
Over the years, the whole Harbour Bay fishing village has been thirsting much needed attention.
To be honest, it wasn't a good look. It wasn't maintained, it hasn't been maintained for some time.
It is for this reason that this Labour Day, the venue has been chosen as one of the major projects to be carried out in the parish of St. Catherine.
The major work is painting. The fish village and the bathrooms. We're doing the bathrooms. We're cleaning the areas also. We did some work on the road before.
The restorative work, which began as early as February of this year when the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation took full control of the operation of facility, aims to bring back the facility to its former glory.
Well, everybody can come to Old Harbour Bay Fishing Beach and come get your fish now. Everything is well organized.
But the Old Harbour Bay Fishing Village was not the only facility that received much needed repairs today.
We are doing some tiling in the library as part of our Labour Day project here at Johnson Grant High School, which is sprucing up our library. So in addition to the tiling, we'll be doing a little bit of reshelving and a lot of painting, the roof as well as the walls.
And that's how we fix things up in the parish of St. Catherine. I'm Sandra Clark reporting for JIS News.
Multiple projects were also on the agenda in the corporate area.
Students from various high schools in the corporate area along with residents were out from as early as 7:30 working to complete a 200-meter track at the Flag Circle in downtown Kingston. These students are members of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation's Junior Council.
So you can come out here, you can jog, you can walk, you can cycle with your friends and your family. We're also putting in some park benches so you can sit, you can eat, you can enjoy the view of the waterfront when ships are coming in.
We later ventured to the Bustamante Hospital for Children, where the municipal corporation is spending over $4 million to renovate the Glen Owen ward. They fully isolated a section of the ward to deal with more critical cases, as well as install several windows and doors. Termite treatment and other upgrades also got attention.
We have over the years seen vector diseases, new and stuff, vector diseases coming, entering in our city. And it's important that we prepare for those, but it's also important that we have, as best as possible, health institutions that are at a certain standard that is suitable for our children.
This is a timely intervention in a time where we need to provide and ensure that as medical practitioners, as hospital management, that we provide care in a safe environment.
The work, which started last Friday, is expected to be completed at the end of the week, which will also include the installation of an AC unit. That's it from us here in Kingston and St. Andrew. I am Janisha Dugan reporting for JIS News.
Thanks, Janisha. And that's it for this special JIS Labor Day newscast. I'm Carrie-Ann Smith. But before we go, remember that Labor Day activities close out tonight with the annual concert at Emancipation Park. Thanks for watching.